I need to learn how to be more consistent. Do I even remember how to do an intro? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nesu J. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. To the newer viewers, hey guys, I'm Anesu J, and welcome to my channel. I know I've been quiet for a while, so yeah. So I'm kind of gonna get into that as I get ready and do stuff. So yeah, you're gonna get ready with me as I yap. So today I am getting ready to go for a shoot. Well, not yeah, my personal shoot with Afriking. I'm just gonna plop this over here. Yeah, with Afriking. By the way, people have been complimenting me saying, "Oh my gosh, you smell like $1,000,000." Thanks. So my combination is this birthday present that I got from my cousin Yamika. Shout out to Yamika. It's a Dove and Crumble body wash, limited edition. Love, love, love. So I start with my body wash. And then after that, I use this Evolution of Smooth caramel cashmere. So it's got notes of buttery caramel sugar cookie and spiced vanilla, as well as shea butter. Yeah, shea butter. So yeah, so I start with this and then do this, and then for scent I use. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. I play around with scents, so I'm using this. I'm trying this Inuka scent, which is really nice, very, I guess, sweet and very. I like very sweet and floral scents. So this is it, and then I combine it with this perfume oil from Juneberry, which is YSL, my favorite fragrance of all time, Black Opium. So this is what has me smelling like $1,000,000. Okay. So yeah, I'm still doing my routine and stuff. So yeah, come with me as I do that and I show you my products. Has this been charging? I hope it's been charging. Flip, it hasn't been charging this entire time. Guys, I think I need a new trailing socket because I put my watch like at least an hour ago and it hasn't been charging this entire time and it's pissing me off. I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I'm really not in the mood for that today. Anyway, so as I showed you guys the last time, I started with my toner, and now this is the um moisturizing milk. But this is very light, and we're in winter now, so I layer. So, oh, I said better. So yeah, I'm horrible at multitasking, so I'm gonna try. So yeah, I've been quiet, guys. I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna make an effort this year to be more I'm gonna make an effort this year to be more consistent. Um, yeah, ish. Considering the year that I had last year, it's been a busy few months to 2026. Yeah, 2026, and in a good way. I feel like last year God just wanted me to take it easy, and this year He's like, my child, for all your hardship, I'm gonna reward you. Um, so I'm gonna give you guys a couple of life updates. I'll start with I guess the Nick Joseph interview. That was a very, very crazy thing to happen to me. I'm like, because when I heard that he was coming to Zim, I'm like, oh my gosh, Nick Joseph is coming to Zim. That's so cool, right? And then the organizers, Salt and Light, were like, do you want to do an interview with him? Or I don't know, am I the one that suggested? I think I said I think it would be really cool to like do like content with him. I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I said I think it would be really cool to do some content with him. And they're like, yeah, absolutely. I'm like, is this me? You know what I mean? So yeah, that happened. So crazy. Nick is an absolute. He's amazing. He's so humble. He's so down to earth. He's a very cool person. Oh man, meeting him was absolutely fun. Sorry, I'm trying to find my swivel stick. Okay, found it. Was absolutely amazing. So yeah, that was April. End of April, that same month, I did a stage managers workshop at Almasi. I really just okay, so I'm using so I've done sunscreen? Sunscreen. I would have used my new Minwa sunscreen, but I don't feel like having tint on my face today because like there's gonna be a lot happening in my hair and whatever. So I don't want it to yeah. So I'm just gonna use this Anua um sunscreen. Shout out to K Beauty. So yeah, then I did a stage managers workshop and I really didn't know what like I mean I knew what it was about. I didn't know what I wanted to do with that workshop. So I was just like, let me just do something that's going to expand my network, do something that's going to develop me in terms of theater and stuff like that. And I just did it and it was very fun. It was 2 weeks. They brought Adam Imaver, who's I'm reading from the poster, a US theater director and producer. He's also the artistic director of Village Theater in Washington State. That's a musical theater. So it was pretty cool learning from him. He's a very, very cool guy, very kind. Oh, he's a rainbow personified. He's amazing. He was really he was really helpful in my process, especially because I've never done stage managing before. So I was really green and I communicated I was vulnerable with him and I said, look, like I'm hearing everything that you're teaching, but like I'm also coming from the other side of theater. I mean, I know it's an advantage, but like I'm feeling like very, you know. And he was like, "No, it's fine. Like this is the point of this workshop. Like it's more about the process than the output." So then we had a showcase on the last day. Um, the showcase in the morning was chaotic. Oh my goodness, was it not chaotic? Like you're putting me in charge of stage managers. I've never stage managed. You know what I mean? Like, dang, guys, what are we doing? So my play was first in the lineup. So I had to be in charge of everybody else and to like ensure there's a rotation happening and all of that nonsense. It was an absolute nightmare, but Adam was so graceful about it. I know typically in theater situations like that, when things start going wrong like that, you know what I mean? And there was like tension at the back. I blanked out for a second. And then apparently people just watched me come back. I was literally about to be like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And then I was just now diffusing things and being like, guys, we have a job to do. If we do this back and forth or whatever the case is, we're not going to get anywhere. We have a show to do. Let's work together. What's the problem? Okay, no, you are at the back. What's the problem? Okay, I'll help you. But when it came to the actual show, it was amazing. We had to have that fuck up to then have an amazing show. You know what I mean? So that was training, mind you. Oh, sorry. See, I'm bad at multitasking. So now I'm done with the sunscreen. I'm gonna go. I'm recently a Palmer's girly. So like I bought this. It's not focusing. Yeah, there we go. This Palmer's swivel stick. It's a 3-in-1. So what I was looking for actually, and I then found it later, was this lip balm. So this is what I was looking for when I got this. So this is a 3-in-1. It can be for the face, for the lip, face, and body spot moisturizer. So basically, I was using it for my lips, but when I got this lip balm, I'm now using it for like dry, like for my cuticles. Or if I have like dry spots, I use that to moisturize and like if my skin is peeling and stuff like that. So that's what I use. So it's a 48-hour moisture swivel stick. People laugh at me and say it's like glue stick. So yeah, I use this on my face. So anyway, I was saying, yeah, so it was a test. So that whole experience was a test, because at the end of the year, or towards the end of the year, Almasi has like a festival that they started last year called Africa Voices Now, and they need stage managers for that. So they're gonna like do this thing yearly where like they train, I guess, or like work with stage managers to like grow their team and stuff like that. So like after the entire thing, I'm like just chilling and waiting, and then like the list comes out like of the stage managers that made it, right? um I open the message, I see stage managers and assistant stage managers. My name is not on there, right? So I'm like, as I bounced, what's happening? I didn't even look at the very first line of the message. Literally reads assistant production manager Anisul Yoga, but I just, because I assumed I was going to be an assistant stage manager, so I was like, what the fudge, right? And then it's like, oh my god, I'm an assistant stage manager. And I remember I was on my way to the doctor with my mom because like I was sick. Oh yeah, I got sick towards the like midway into the workshop. Somebody had flu at the workshop, and then they gave it to me, and then I lost my voice. I know that's a very, like, my body has this weird thing of like when I get infected with something, the first place it targets is my voice. So I lost my voice for like a couple of days. I had to go on vocal rest and stuff like that. So yeah, then I was actually on my way to the doctor's, and I reached my mom. She's like, "Yes, you go, girl." And then I sent it to like a couple of my friends, and yeah, like I think I just couldn't understand. I was like, me? So yeah, that happened. So we're currently working on that until November. Um, and then that same week on Saturday was AFTers. So African Distillers Awards, they're called, I believe. Um, yeah. So that same week, so on the Saturday, Rips has afters. Okay. How do I don't know. So yeah, so Rips has afters on Saturday, right? Cool. We get to Saturday, and at that point, I was on vocal rest from Wednesday, hoping that my voice would be back by Saturday. So I was on absolute vocal rest. And then Saturday, it started coming back by like Friday. And then Saturday comes. I prepare for afters. I go. Literally went in with like zero expectations. I was like, I think I was managing myself because I know how it feels to like be nominated and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna win, and then you don't win, and then that ruined my night. So yeah, I think when it got to like, so I presented an award, and then now it was time for my category, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna manage myself. Okay, so now I'm using the lip balm for my lips. So yeah, now I was managing myself. So I'll insert the video. Fresco took a video. So it's now time to announce my category, right? I'm literally there shaking my head. I'm like, it's fine. Like, whoever wins, congratulations, right? And then they say, and then Sherry says, I'm like, yes! I mean, Fresco and I had done like predictions a couple of days prior, and we are like, nah, you're definitely gonna get it. But then I think on the day, then I started to just manage myself. And I was like, okay, if there's a slight chance that I don't get it. Oh, sorry, I forgot I had mic. I forgot I had mic. If there's a slight chance that I'm not going to get it, I need to manage myself. So I won. I won. So I'm an award winning actress. Ah! So that happened. And then, um, so that's the good news, right? I'm still working with my regular clients, my Korean embassy clients, Afro Kink clients where I'm going. So yeah, those my clients are still there. They're very happy with me. There's another client that may be semi-consistent now, Soul Restaurant. I'll be doing their, not might, I will be doing their social media and content creation. for the time being. So yeah, that I'm looking forward to that. Oh yeah, I turned 25. What the hell? I turned 25 like last week. It's been a week. I turned 25. I turned 25. So yeah, I turned 25 and yeah. I don't feel 25 yet. Yeah, I don't feel 25 yet. I guess it's just a number. But yeah, so that's the good things. The bad things, am I done? Because now I'm just talking. Okay, I've done these two. I've shown you guys these. I've done my face. Lip balm. I need to pack my equipment. Right, so that's the good news. And then the bad. Oh, sorry. I don't wanna brag, but I'll be the best you've ever had. I don't wanna brag, but I'll be the best you've ever had. Okay, sorry. The bad news is my health has not been the best. So has my hair. And by health, I mean my reproductive health. Um, I've been having this problem for like at least 9 years. I've been to ultrasounds, tests, and whatever to check for fibroids, PCOS, whatever. And I think I'm saying this now because I feel like staying quiet about these issues to begin with is where the problem is, because society doesn't take reproductive health seriously, because it's like, oh my gosh, you can't talk about periods. Okay, but what if periods are actually affecting your health? Like, I mean, I get it, but like when it starts to affect your health, then I feel like we can bypass this whole taboo thing. You know what I mean? At the time, the only conclusion was I have hormonal imbalance, right? I've also been iron deficient for as long as I can remember. But the combination is it's a bit of an interesting one, to say the least. So managing that has been interesting. I have bad period pains, horrible. Like I went to an ER because the pain was so bad. I took 3 very strong painkillers and nothing was helping. So I then called my mom. I was like, this is last year. I called my mom and I was like, you need to take me to Baines. And then we went, they injected me, I think it's pethidine, and gave me a combination of pills to take, which helped, thank God. But I would be drowsy and non-functional, which I had a job at the time. And at that job, I explained my situation. I wasn't functional. I couldn't go to work. Um, and then she decided to be toxic. And yeah, that's a whole story time for another day. And then they decided to want to boot me out of my job and stuff like that, or drive me out of my job. Anyway, I recently went for a scan in April, early April, and they found a cyst on my right ovary. He didn't explain much, but in what he explained was what's causing, because when I did the blood test, they tested my thyroid, they tested everything. Cyst comes from those hormones. So that cyst comes from the hormones. So it's like it's not making sense why the hormonal tests are normal, but you have a cyst, right? So it's about like 4-5 centimeters. At the time, it was 4-5 centimeters. I had side pains. It was a lot. I'll insert the symptoms here. It's still giving me problems. I have had a bunch of other complications, not too serious, but a bunch of other complications because of that cyst. So yeah, I'm just at a point where I'm just like, I'm just tired now. My hair is shedding so bad. When she called me, when I went for the scans, I was now telling her the results of the scans, and she was like, no, wait, iron deficiency and anemia as well as hormones affect your hair. And literally exactly what I was going through, the shedding. My hair is like less dense now, like literally you can see through my hair now. You like, this is not the hair that I had. And she's like, yeah, no, I don't know why we didn't think of this. But that's literally what happens when you are iron deficient, or have anemia or you have unstable hormones. That's really what happens. So now adding to the cyst to the equation is not making my life any easier. But um, I still thank God for overall good health. Um, it's not life threatening at the moment. I thank God for that. And I'm just going to take steps to make sure that I will be the healthiest person that I can be. Anyway, that was my TED talk. So I have a few minutes to leave actually. So let me wear my shoes and then I will see you guys at Africa. I have arrived. I am pretty late, but yeah, let's go hear what they have to say.
We could achieve a similar look if you want to better.
According to Auntie Shingi, my hair actually doesn't look that bad because it's still full, like Rakawanda still. But yeah, she's gonna take a look and see.
Oh wow! Oh wow! It gives your what? It's so clear.
For now, no oil.
I see. Okay.
Because we could be feeding, if it's seborrheic dermatitis, then we're really feeding.
Wow, that does not look good. It doesn't look good.
So, 1, 2, 3. So those are 3 hairs actually coming out.
Okay.
1 follicle.
Okay.
2 there.
2 there.
This is thinner strands. Can you see the difference variation in the thickness?
In the thickness.
Then you see your follicles are clogged.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of flaking going
Okay.
on there.
Okay.
That redness on your scalp, is your scalp feeling inflamed or itchy or?
Hi everybody, I'm back home now. I'm looking tired and dejected because I am tired. I'm exhausted. I hadn't had anything to eat all day. I just had my first meal of the day. My mood is quite terrible. My energy is also very low. Welcome to the life of being a girl. Yeah. Being on that time of the month is not very easy. But we push. So I'm back home. I was meant to like briefly explain what was found in the exam consultation. So my scalp is very, very flaky. It's very flaky and it's very red. So it's perhaps inflamed. Um, I don't think there's a correlation with me being iron deficient. However, being iron deficient does weaken the scalp. So because it's weak, there is suspected. There's a term that she used. I will put it here. So she used that term and was like, that's what she's suspecting because there's a lot of dandruff in the hair. There's also a mixture of like, so basically the flakes are within the follicles where the hair is growing. And in the follicles, there's like a mixture of like very thick hair or thick hair strands and like thinner hair strands. So that thinning is also because of the iron and the hormones. So yeah, that needs to be dealt with. A lot of the things need to be dealt with from within. So that would mean changing my diet. That would mean probably cutting out some sugar from my life. Because that also plays a part in hormonal imbalance. Especially if you're insulin resistant as well, the sugar doesn't exactly help. Yeah, I've been going through a lot, guys. Health wise, I've been going through a lot, and I don't I don't really share it enough. I think part of it is just trauma of, like, for example, the incident that I shared last year, where at my job I ended up paying the price with my job. You know, and just being met with a lot of negativity of like, you're a woman, why does it affect you so much? And I'm like, I'm literally going gray in the face. My doctor literally took one look at me and he was like, you look gray in the face and I don't like that. I'm literally falling every 2 seconds because I just don't have any energy. I am bruised all over my body. What do you mean you're a woman so you should take it? Like, it's triggering me all over again. So I'm gonna drop it for now. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna find something to watch and chill. By the way, special shout out. I got these are new mics, and they are from my top shooter, Fresco. He bought them for me for my birthday. In the comment section, please type out "Thank you, Fresco." Yeah. This is one of my favorite gifts, honestly, this year. Right on the money. So yeah, I'm probably gonna unwind, do some window shopping, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.